This is the Martini Visual Burial Construction Detail #1 drawing, and I wanted to show you how this drawing is represented in real life. So there's a couple things on the drawing I want to point out. There's a 6x6 pressure treated top and bottom, and most of those are 96 inches long, except for when you get to the end of a wall. And if you pan down here, you can see we've laid out where I'm standing would be the ceiling. There's a line of beams across the ceiling. There's the jack posts, and then there is a line along the bottom. I showed the jack posts on the drawing, and you can see that the jack posts are here. And then I indicate over here that lag bolts go through the plate, top and bottom, one each on the 6x6. And I'm going to show you the detail over here about that. So here I've shown where two of the beams go together, and the jack posts come with a plate for top and bottom, and we're using these plates to tie these two together. So the very first process that you're going to do is you're going to lay out the wall, and you're going to lay out the base pieces, and as you lay them out, you'll just take one washer and one lag bolt for each hole, and then we're just going to, whoops, and then another one, so obviously you'll put the other two bolts in there, but that will tie the entire bottom of the wall together. Then, once you've done that, the very next step is to start hoisting the top beam against the ceiling of the Martini bar. And you're going to be putting the top plate against that top beam and then tightening this bolt so that you put pressure against the top of the ceiling, and you're going to have extreme pressure pushing these two walls apart. And that's the dynamic of how the wall is built. The second shop drawing that you'll see starts to show the panels being put in. And once again, we've simulated it here. We have the top beam that's in place, and it's held against the ceiling with extreme pressure from the jack posts. And then we've started to install the panels. And I have down here to show sort of a detail of how the panels go together. If you look at the panels from the end, there's a male and a female side, and they come together and just snap. And once they're together, you can barely perceive the seam. I'm going to show it down here for 1 second. So what you're going to do is line the panels up. You just slide the small end into the big end, and you can see as soon as I push it in, that seam almost disappears. And then we've also included in the kit some beveled washers and some self-tapping screws. And we have enough of these for 3 for each panel, top and bottom. And all we want you to do when you put the panel in place is just screw them in, and the panels will be held in place. You'll have 3 on each bottom, and the wall will be incredibly sturdy.